everyone, Chivos here, bringing you another Football Manager 2016 video. It is time for another episode of my Pentagon challenge, and I bring you to a very important part of our MLS campaign so far. We've been playing quite well, and since the last time I saw you, we've had one loss, which means we have really turned things around. I cannot believe it. But we've had a fairly decent run since I last saw you. Obviously, this patchy start was a bit of a problem, but after figuring out the tactic, the players and what they're good at, we have carried a very, very long way. So I saw you at the Real Salt Lake game. Since then, a lot's gone on. A 3-0 win. I've just messed it up. We'll go back and try again. A 3-1 win against Real Salt Lake, clearly. A 3-0 win against Philadelphia Union. Stanley. I said he wasn't scoring. He bagged a bloody hat-trick. Then we beat New York Red Bulls, a 1-0 win. We didn't beat Montreal Impact. We drew 2-2, which was very disappointing because they were bottom of the MLS. Bottom of the MLS, and we still can't beat them. Ridiculous. We played against DC United. We beat them 3-2. We played against FC Dallas. We beat them 2-0. We played against San Jose Quakes. We lost 4-2. Chris Chalk, an Englishman, bagged all 4 of their goals, as you can see here. Not a bad play, I'll tell you that now. Also, after that, we played against Charlotte Independence in the US Cup 4th round. We beat them 2-0. Hinderman bagging a brace there. We played against Colorado Rapids. Is it Rapids? I think it is the Rapids. We beat them 2-0. We played against FC Dallas again. We beat them 2-1. They almost mounted a late comeback. We played against Tulsa Roughnecks, right? We played against them in the preseason. We beat them 3-1. This time around, it wasn't good. We had to take them to extra time to beat them 1-0. 122nd minute, just before penalty shootout. Oh my God, I could not believe it. I was so frustrated. Then we played against San Jose Quakes again. We finally beat them. This time it was a 1-0 win. We played against Vancouver Whitecaps. We beat them 4-2. They tried to mount a late comeback, but they couldn't do it. And then we played against the legendary New York Cosmos, and we beat them 2-1. Luis Felipe bagging both goals there. Today, we play against Seattle Sounders FC, who currently sits 2nd in the MLS, I do believe. But speaking of the MLS, where do we stand? Top of the table in our conference. That is right, 47 points. We have played the extra game though, so we do need to beat Seattle today. If we don't, they could easily build a gap. That also stands for the same in the MLS Supporter Shield. We currently sit in first position on 47 points. Seattle are behind us, 3 points. No, it could be huge for them. The other thing we need to look at, Chicago have played 25, Colorado have played 24, Columbus have played 23. So we're not in any real threatening position. We got 2 games on Chicago and got 1 game on Colorado. So we could easily win the MLS if we beat Seattle today. That's what we need to do. We need to beat Seattle and just get a bit of a gap there. US Cup is not important, but we're in the semi-final, which is a good thing to see. Tactically, we've been doing well, but Fuba is currently out injured. I've just made a mistake there. Fuba's out injured for a stubbed toe. Yeah, I can't believe it either. So Fuba's not going to play today. Instead, Hinderman is going to push up, and we're going to bring in Pacheco, and then we are going to bring in Hamilton Joe there, like that, and that's done there. So, obviously we're not playing today. I've obviously joined you a bit prematurely. But I just want to show you how things have been going. You see, if Fuba can get back in time, he will be playing. We've got 3 days. So let's talk. We've been doing well. Felipe, 18 goals so far this season. 18. We know we had a very, very slow start, but things have been picking up, which is fan-bloody-tastic. We're top of the league, which is even better. We've got to go through all this crappy news, but it's okay. USA are in the Gold Cup semi-final. And one thing I'm surprised about, we're still winning, even without 2 of our key players. As you can see here, Jake Joyce, our centre-back, and Eric Williams, our right-back, are both away on international duty. So in the right-back role, we have Reed, who's been pushed out from the centre-back to the right-back. We have Emmanuel Danilo, who's dropped to the centre-back. We have Palmer Brown filling in as well. So a lot of changes at the back. but it's still working. It's not working as well, but it is still working, and that is what we like to see. As long as the tactic is working, then we know things are doing well. Now, the MLS All-Stars. This is a big thing in the MLS. You have the All-Star squad. They normally play against a team. In this case, it is Monterrey. Jake Joyce, Luis Felipe, and Fuba will all feature in this competition, but we have not been named the manager. As you can see, that is Sam Cronin. If you do remember, in the K-League, I think it was, with John Buck, they had the John Buck K-League Classic versus the K-League Challenge All-Stars. This is a similar type of thing, but this time it is with another team. It's the MLS All-Stars versus an outside team. But today, we do have the game. Moreno on the left, Danilo, Palmer Brown, Reed, Hermosillo still in goal because he's still playing well. Pacheco, Mauricio, Matthias, Hinderman, Stanley, and Luis Felipe lead the line. So let's get into today's action and let's see if we can pick up a win against Seattle Sounders. We do really need to beat them, because if we don't, we could be in some trouble. You know, that could make or break our season. We could win the MLS in our first time of asking. What does that tell you about my managerial skills? We are getting better. We have found a very good tactic. I'm not sure if it's exploiting FM. It might be. You know, crosses are OP in FM this year, and we do cross the ball a lot. So if we're exploiting the broken parts of FM, who cares? We're still picking up wins. It's not cheating, because they have made the mistake themselves. You can't call me stat up. That's right. I've said it. I have said it. But we've had a great season. If we mess it up now, I'm not too worried, to be honest. I'm not too worried. We can always bounce back. Now, if you win the MLS Cup, you get a... if you win the MLS Cup, you get an ACL spot. If you win the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference, and then if you win the Supporters' Shield. Now, the problem I see is that if we don't beat Seattle today, which it's not looking good so far, if we don't beat Seattle, they could easily win the league, the MLS, the Supporters' Shield, whatever you want to call it. But they are in the same conference as us. So maybe, just maybe, it's not going to be a problem, because maybe if we finish second in the MLS Supporters' Shield, maybe the spot automatically goes to us. Just maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's halftime. Nothing's happened. We're sitting here dribbling. We need a highlight. Please, give me a goal or something. I would love a goal right now, just to shore up what I've been saying, because we have been fantastic. If it ends 0-0, or if it ends in a draw, I suppose that is a positive. But then if Seattle win their game in hand, they will have a point gap. And I know it's only a point. A point can be won or lost in any single fixture, but a point is still a point. If they win that by the end of the season, that shows that they are a very good side. Now, we could have the ball here. We haven't. We've lost it again. We might need to make a change. We have some players on yellow cards. A lot of players on yellow cards. It's not looking good. Mauricio's on the ball. He finds Reed on the right-hand side. Reed. He finds Mauricio. Hinderman. He finds Pacheco. What's he going to do? He finds Felipe, the striker. Can he find anyone? He doesn't. He does, though. Matthias. Oh, my God. We've tried to sweat here and nothing's happened. For piss and hell. Jeez. How have we messed that up so bad? We've had a chance to score. We've cocked it up. And now, we could be on the defence here. We are. Cole, they're breaking. 2v1. Hermosillo. Great save. Lucky. Very, very lucky. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. Our run's been so bloody good. We're playing against second. This is the equal most competitive side. You know, they're just as good as we are. And that shows why they've nearly scored. They are a very, very good side. We haven't taken them lightly, but Luis Felipe is not bagging a goal. He's coming off. We're going to bring on Hamilton Joel. And also, we need to make a change with one of our players on a yellow card. Felipe on for Brown. Purely because we don't have another centre-back. You know, the centre-backs are still out on international duty. They've got the Gold Cup. They still have the final to play, so who knows when they'll be back. So we've made 2 changes that are available, and we've lost the ball. We need to be careful. Newton is on the break here. He's beaten us with pace. And for God's sake, Emmanuel Danilo, they've given away a bloody penalty. Oh, why now? Why now? We've got 15 minutes left to play, and now we could lose 1-0. For far out. Hermosillo, you need to come up big. Danilo's been carded. He deserves it. He knows it was cynical. Now the question is, can we save this? Shula. Oh my god, Hermosillo. Hermosillo saves the penalty. It's still 0-0 with 10 minutes left to play. He's bloody incredible. Oh my god, I'll tell you what. We're going to throw one up. Brown's coming up with Hamilton Joel. We're going to go for it. Why the bloody hell not? We've bloody saved the penalty. If we lose it now, yeah, it's probably my fault. But who cares? We've got some faith. The team's played well. It is going to be a 0-0 draw. But who cares? We've saved the bloody penalty. Hermosillo, best on ground. Best on ground, I'm calling it now. Man of the bloody match. Hermosillo with a penalty save. And unfortunately, it looks like it is a 0-0 draw. So, we're not going to gain anything from this fixture at all. Although Newton's clear. Danilo needs to be careful. Don't bring him down. Moreno clears. Ref, blow the bloody whistle, please. Watts. Nunez. Shoot, just shoot. Holmes. Danilo, get rid of the bloody ball. Thank you. Oh my god, how is the ref still playing with 30 seconds over time? Oh, it's about bloody time too. So it's a 0-0 draw. Alright, it's a 0-0 draw. I'm not too happy, I'm not too pissed off. In points-wise, 2 points off Seattle. They have a game in hand. It's a bit worrying, although 24 points, Colorado Rapids. We already have a 9-point gap. It's not bad. Portland, they've got 2 games in hand. They win both. They go to 44. 4-point gap on them. So, things are comfortable. And in the Eastern Conference, Chicago, 40 points. So, things are looking very, very good for us right now. And I could not be happier. I'll tell you that now. I could not be happier. But now, the question is, when do we go out to the next game? When do we join you? Do we play Seattle again? We don't. We have LA Galaxy. We have Portland, Vancouver, San Jose. That could be a bit... it's not going to be big anymore. Orlando, New York City. I don't know when I'm going to join you. Just depends how things pan out. If we start to lose, then maybe that's a change. If we win and we keep winning, then who knows? We could have a cup final in our hands, which I could bring you if we can beat DC United, which we should be able to. We've managed to beat them a few times this season, but can we get that ultimate win and get to an MLS Cup final? Because that would be ridiculous. And I keep calling it the MLS Cup. It's the US Cup. Can we get to a US Cup final? If we can, it would be incredible. Imagine getting a cup and a league in our first ever season here at Sporting Kansas City. That would be a dream come true. That would help our NACL and our Pentagon Challenge so much. But if you've enjoyed today's video, do not forget to smash that like button. Subscribe to see more of my Pentagon Challenge. And hopefully I catch you guys on another video.